This is Steve with the MrBigKid channel, and today we're talking about this guy right here. This is the Springfield Armory M1A Standard Issue. It's kind of cool. To start things off, the M1A is essentially Springfield Armory's civilian version of the military and iconic M14. The M14 is a full auto version of this guy right here, but of course, being civilian legal, this one is not. Let's take a quick look at some of the features of the Springfield M1A Standard Issue. M1A Standard Issue has a thin profile yet quite long flash suppressor, national match front sight post, and features a 22-inch barrel. Moving down the rifle, you have wood furniture. This rifle does take a magazine. It's chambered in .308 and comes with a military aperture rear sight and a 2-stage trigger with that safety right in front of that trigger loop, just like the classics. Now overall with this Springfield M1A, it's a pretty cool rifle. Even though this is a modern day manufactured rifle, it's still a classic. By design, it has a relatively stout recoil. It's fun to shoot and can actually shoot a pretty practical grouping. So my friend Robert and I took this rifle out to the range and we went to test some of that MOA accuracy with 3-shot groups. Now we shot several different types of ammunition and here's the results. So I'm out here with my friend Robert and we're gonna be doing some 3-shot groups at 100 yards. We have some normal tactical, we have some federal, we have some Arms Corps USA 308, and then we have some normal whitetail. All right, for starters, we have a target that's about 30 yards away right now, and we're just gonna make sure we're on paper. So I drew a little crosshair on it, and let's see if we're close. We're gonna adjust the sights to that, and then bring that target out to 100 yards. For this, we're using that normal tactical 308. Load to the right. All right, just to find where our sights are, we have 3 hits. On the left side, we have 2 on the same hole, and then 1 to the right. So we have to adjust up and left a bit. All right, so our first 3 are gonna be with that normal tactical again. We move that target out way down there. That's 100 yards now. All right, first 3 rounds, normal. Then we'll go take a look at it. Okay, so here's our first group. This is with a normal tactical. All right, so we're gonna do a little adjustment. We're gonna bring that rear sight up a little bit. All right, next we're gonna be using the Federal 308.
150 grain.
Let's do another 3-shot group and see how that looks. All right, so here's the Federal. We're at 1.5 inches between this guy and this guy. So that's 1.5 MOA right now. All right, next we're gonna be doing the Norma Whitetail. This is a 150 grain. All right, normal whitetail. We have a 2-inch group right here at 100 yards. We're gonna do the Arms Corps 150 grain 308.
147.
147 grain 308, which is the same as the Norma Tactical.
All right, I'm gonna try to bring this one down just a little bit more.
So we have a 2.5-inch group right here, right here, right here, and then right here. This is 2.5 inches right here. This is a solid group right here. This could be user error too, so not bad. After finally getting those sights sighted in, this thing actually shot pretty well, was relatively consistent, and we had a good time doing it. It's time to test out the new ETS Omega magazine. Now it's reinforced by steel feed lips and then a steel frame inside this translucent magazine. We're gonna test it out right now. Mag number 2, 17 rounds. The walnut stock on the Springfield Armory M1A pays respect to its older sibling, the M14. Starting at the back, the M1A stock features a flip-up butt plate which was originally used to stabilize a shooter when firing from a kneeling or standing position. Under the flip-up plate, there's also a storage compartment that can be used for storing cleaning and maintenance supplies. The walnut stock has two extremely sturdy sling attachments. The forward sling attachment is located on the bottom of the rifle and it's riveted in for an extreme durability. The rear sling attachment does not swivel at all and is located on the bottom of the stock and is solid. To polish things off, there's a synthetic brown handguard which pays homage to its classic M14 sibling. One thing to take notice is you're not only stuck to those 10-round mags that come with the Springfield M1A, they also make the 20-rounders with parkerized steel, and they're very, very durable magazines. However, they're a little expensive, sitting around the $55 mark. Now you might be able to find them a little bit cheaper, but recently I was at a gun show with a friend and we were looking for M14, M1 magazines, and they were all expensive. So take it as you will. I imagine there are some other Polymer magazines out there. I just don't own any. Everything I have is from Springfield, so I have a few of the 10-rounders and then I have a few of those 20-rounders. But keep note, you can extend your shooting fun with those 20-rounders. Overall, Springfield M1A is a pretty fun rifle. Even though this is a firearm that is still being produced, it still feels like you're owning a piece of history, reminiscent of the M1 Garand and the M14. If you're a military collector or somebody that just wants a rifle that is just classic and flat out cool, I would take a look at the M1A Standard Issue. Thank you all so much. Hope you enjoyed this video.